Hey, how's it going? Jemi's World is here. Yes, we are here and back with another video. We are here with another month. It is April 1st. And with that, we have another stack of books. This is my April TBR slash I am a clown if I think I'm going to complete all these books stack. One thing about me, I want to read so many books, but in all reality, am I going to get to all these books this month? Yeah, we'll find out. Prayers, send the prayers and love in the comments. Make sure you guys do all those things by saying I am new if you are new to the channel in the comments. And as always, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. We're about to get into this banger of a stack. It has a plethora of genres, and you know your girl is gonna have the thriller bangers coming at you hot. Let's do it. So the first book I want to get into that I've been prolonging, that I'm trying to hide with my arms right now, is Mile High. This is by Liz Tomfore. This is supposed to be a sports romance. And yeah, it's giving hockey romance. The cover got me. It's giving New York. It's giving Mile High. I'm in. I have the whole series on my shelf, and I haven't started the first book. What caught me initially when I opened the book, before I decided to not pick it up, when I thought I was going to pick it up like months ago, was the playlist in the book. I will list a couple of songs I am familiar with. We have Planes by Jeremiah featuring J. Cole. Daniel Caesar featuring Her, Best Part. First Class by Jack Harlow. I'm already knowing what Liz Tomfore vibe is. It's my vibe. Am I in for the ride? Yes! I cannot wait. This is the book that I'm picking up after I finish this arc that I did not complete for March. And once we get into this, you will all know how I feel about it just off the first book alone. And the next book, I don't know what order this is going to go in after Mile High. I am not saying the order after Mile High because I have no idea what vibe I'm going to be in. We're just going based off vibes. If you know me, if you've been here, I go off vibes and what I pick up and how I feel at the time. And I might change it. You never know. But this is a list that I do want to get to because it's been a long time and I've been pushing these books back. The next book is none other than my favorite sci-fi series. I'm not going to say of all time yet. We'll see how book 3 goes. We have Morning Star. This is by Pierce Brown. I started the book. I got in the middle of the book. I got to page like 250 and I had to soft DNF it because there was just so much going on and I was just not ready. I am starting this book all the way over. Okay? And what I feel like I should have did initially is what I didn't do is annotate. I have my annotate little cardie right here and we're gonna deep dive. I requested the audiobook on Libby. I kind of want to immersive read, but I don't know yet because I already have my like voices of these characters in my brain. But if the audiobook comes when I need it to, I might just immersive read. You never know, but you are going to be getting reactions to this book. I reacted to the first one on my book talk, link in the link tree in my bio. Second one I annotated and reacted to. We got to keep the trend going. Yeah. This next book on the stack that I have, but not in order again. Do not quote me saying I'm reading these back to back because there's no way possible I'll be able to do that. We have the second book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Mist and Fury. Everyone is telling me this is the best book out of the entire series. When I first got into this series, this was my first time ever reading fantasy in my entire existence on this planet. And this time going in, this book is huge, by the way. I will be annotating. I have another annotating card for this book. Of course, if you know me, you know I gotta match the vibe of the annotation tabs with the book. We have it ready to go. I'm excited. I want to get back into this world. I need to get out of this dimension and jump into another one. Can't wait to check this one out. You guys will be, again, seeing my reactions all the way through. I did reactions to the first book on my book talk. Yeah. And this next book I received from HarperCollins Canada. This book comes out very soon and we got to get it in there. It is a thriller. Thrillers are my bag. And we have First Wife's Shadow. This book is by Adele Parks. This is supposed to be about a woman who is wealthy and she is dating a man who has just recently been widowed from his wife, and he doesn't have the bag like she do. She's starting to lose her mind. Her friends are telling her, like, is he using you? Like, what if his wife didn't die? Would he be with you? She's like, I mean, that's self-explanatory. But you can't predict the future, right? This book is supposed to give like domestic thriller and like a woman main character that might be going nuts. So I have no idea, but I got a feeling and hope it's gonna be fast paced because based on the premise, I'm like, okay, this can take a turn that I don't expect, but can have an idea about. I'm not sure, but I will definitely be getting this book into my stack this month for sure. We have an author that I have missed reading ever since I read the first book, and I read a novella by her. This is my girl. Her writing is just so like, it's like a plate of good food. Like, you can't wait to go get that plate of food because you haven't had it in a long time. And once you go, you can't wait to eat because once you eat, it's going to be like, finally, it's been too long. We have Gillian Flynn, Sharp Objects. A lot of people are saying this is their favorite book out of the non/series. I don't even know if this is a series with Gone Girl and Dark Objects. I have all three. I'm taking it as it's a series. We're going on to the next book. This one's supposed to be a banger. It's not that long, but one thing about Gillian, she packs a punch and the words are very small on the pages and she will make sure you don't understand everything and you gotta just like take your time. I am ready for that ride again and you guys will definitely be getting my reaction. I got a feeling I'm gonna be mind blown. I just know it because her writing and how she thinks and her brain works just based on what she puts on these pages is insane. We have a book again. I'm picking authors that I miss just being in their world. We have The Book of Cold Cases. This is by Simone St. James. This is another book I got recommended by some of my favorite book talk besties, and they're saying this one is their favorite. Just based on the premise alone, I am not going to give you guys the spill. I read a tiny bit, but I like to go in blind. And I like to go in blind because a lot of these books, I want to shock me and give me that wow factor. I don't want to feel like I already knew what was going to happen. It's so formulaic type of energy. So based on the title alone, I'm in. And after reading Sundown Motel, I'm like, Simone St. James, she gets my vibe. We have another book. This book is a book that people are saying the female main character is completely nutso. I'm in. I need something that's gonna have me like, it's gonna have me thinking like, what did I just read and who is this and how did they even create this type of person? We have The Last Party. This is by A.R. Torrey. I first got introduced to A.R. Torrey, seeing it on Book Talk, and just I had no idea. I'm like, okay, A.R. Torrey, cool. Once I kept seeing the raving and just the craziness behind the story, I'm like, yeah, because the premise is not giving you enough. Again, I don't want to go into the premise completely because I like to go in blind. But if you know, you know. And if you haven't heard, you're going to hear it here first after I read it and give you guys the review. And we have a book that is guaranteed to be on this stack. It is another arc. I got this arc from HarperCollins, and thank you to the Hive. You guys are always amazing and showing me love. We have The Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner. This book is releasing April 29th. This will be getting added to my stack. This will be getting read as a priority because it comes out very soon. I have never read anything under the sea, on top of the sea, pirates, ever. I cannot wait to get into this one. I want to see how it goes, and I'm just trying to spread out my like genres and like themes, and just open up some doors in my brain to get some more ideas. And on top of that, the premise sounds pretty cool. It says they're gonna be looking for treasures, gonna be some drama, and we'll see what happens. I got a feeling it's not gonna be sweet once they get into that sea. Honorable mentions. Honorable mentions are books that, if the books that I picked on my regular TBR that I absolutely, definite, positively want to read are a L, we are picking from the honorable mentions. These books, I believe, have to be at least a 3.5 to a 3.75 or higher, guaranteed. And you guys are definitely going to know if I DNF something off of that TBR that I really want to get to and pull from the honorable mentions. The first book we have in the honorable mentions is none other than Yellowface. This is by R.F. Kuang. This is a controversial book. This book had everyone talking at some point. R.F. Kuang is that girl. She is pushing boundaries. She is pulling from places people don't want to get pulled from, and she's being real. So I got a feeling it's gonna be drama. I got a feeling I'm gonna be irritated. I got a feeling I'm gonna have a message at the end. I'm gonna see where her brain's working and see where she's coming from. I love this type of energy in a book. Something you don't expect, something that when you see the cover, you're like, okay. And once you open the book, it's like, whoa, where did that come from? This one had to go in the honorable mentions because I know it's gonna be a banger. Like, I know it's going to be nothing lower than a 4-star. Had to get on there. Had to be a guarantee just in case we have an L in the TBR stack that really needs to get read. The next book we have is a book that is going up and down in the ratings. A lot of people have felt close to home with this book. A lot of people have got a new experience from this book. It's been sitting on my stack, like on my shelf, and I'm just like, yo, it's like talking to me. Like, I want to know what's happening in this town. We have Beartown. This is by Frederick Bachman. This will be my first book I have ever read or ever picked up from Frederick Bachman. And I just want to know what's going to happen. I have a feeling it's going to like pull on my heartstrings. That's why I feel like it's an honorable mention. Because it's going to be like I feel like it's going to be like a secret weapon out of this stack. And if I don't pick this one up, it's definitely going to be added in the May stack because I really, really want to know how it's going to go. We have a book that I have constantly been putting on my stack and have not picked up because I am just overwhelmed on what's going to happen. Okay? I've been hearing the most brutal things about this book. Like, not just like detail, but it's just like, it's intense. It's too intense for some people. They couldn't handle it. We have A Little Rot by Awaki Emezi. I am nervous. I know it's going to be good, but I am like scared of what it's gonna do because I got a feeling it's not gonna be something good, and I just feel like it's gonna be a banger, but it's gonna be something that's never going to leave my mind. And I haven't had that experience since I read Saving Noah, and I'm like, this is gonna be brutal. I can see it already just based on the premise. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get to it eventually. So from it going from the honorable mentions, getting slightly pushed back on the TBR, I'm just gonna have to just go in head first at some point. Last but not least, we have Look Closer. This is by David Ellis. This is a book that a lot of people have up and down feelings about as well. This is a long book, okay? This book is supposed to be a absolute slow burn banger. I keep putting it off. I don't know. I got a feeling this book might put me into a reading slump because if this book is this big and it's a thriller, it's really going to be telling a story. We had to put on the honorable mentions because it's like, this needs to get read. And sometimes you just have to take your time through books. Like, you don't have to rush through the book. You don't have to expect something out of the book. You just got to go in and just read and just enjoy the ride. I feel like this book is going to be like that. It had to get put on the honorable mentions because it's been sitting on my shelf for a long time and I just want to read it. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. Make sure you again like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let's see how this month goes because March was okay. I didn't have any like standout factors, but this month I got a feeling I am going to be on a ride from space to fantasy world back to reality in somebody else's lens. So I can't wait to check all these books out. Let me know in the comments if you read any of these books, and let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to for April. If it's a book, if it's an experience, let me know, and thanks.